Karyonix236 here, and today I'm going to be doing another Minecraft mod video. So I'm going to be showing you the Ye Gamol Chattels Mod, which is the updated version of the Middleage Mod, and at the same time I'm going to be showing off Sonic Ether's 10.1 preview shaders, obviously along with Karyonix updated shader mod, and I've also swapped out some of Sonic's shaders with the waving or dynamic waving and windy grass shaders, which you can see here. So the main focus of this video is obviously the Ye Gamol Chattels mod, and I'm going to be showing you that now. So this mod adds in various statues and flags and pedestals and other decoration blocks for your Minecraft viewing experience. One thing I'll say now is that unfortunately the textures on these statues do not get pulled from your texture pack, or do not get pulled from vanilla Minecraft. They obviously have their own unique assigned textures in the mod folder, which means that when you use a high resolution texture pack, unfortunately you get left with vanilla looking stone and wood and etc. However, I'm not here to criticize, I'm here to show you how brilliant this mod is, so I'm going to get started. So this is a tiki lamp, typical lamp obviously, just higher up. As for light, I'm not sure how large the radius is. So the radius is about the same size as an ordinary torch. Recipes, I really do not know recipes. I'm usually playing in creative mode, unfortunately, so I'm very sorry if I do not like show you something that or show you how to create something. I'm going to need one of those later, and I'm also going to want these. Alright, I think that's it. So you get wooden, stone and golden statues of pretty much every single mob in the game. So this is, I think, Wither. You've got Creeper that I've placed here, a wooden Wither and a stone villager. So the wooden statues look like that and the stone ones look like that. And then you get the more I'm rich, I can afford the gold statues. So that's obviously a Wither skeleton or the main Wither boss, Enderman, Spider, etc. Now with the zombies you can put armor and weapons on them. So here's one wearing an iron chest plate or a diamond chest plate, I can't tell at the moment, and an iron sword. That's iron. And this guy here is wearing diamond leggings or diamond leggings. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this guy here to hold a sword. I don't know if I clicked in the right place. Oh yes, I can. There he is. Right. So the zombie statues can hold weapons. I believe the zombie pigmen can as well. That I'll have to check out later. I'm going to give myself a So that's that. Right, this is now the grandfather clock. Basically it's a 3D, which I forgot to say, all of these are in 3D. Every single thing in this mod is 3D, which is awesome. So this is a 3D model with a clock face that tells you whether it's day or night or in between, using this hand here. It's dynamic, and it tells you exactly what time of the day it is. It also has a moving gong down here, moving, whatever you want to call it, gong, yeah, down here, which is pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to be swiftly moving on to the weapon rack. Now the weapon rack is probably one of my favourite objects in this mod, as it is also dynamic, and it also can tell where you're clicking. So not only does it show your weapon in glorious 3D, but it also is clever enough to know where you're clicking. So if I can click in the last slot, it'll put it in the last slot. If I put it in this slot, it'll put it in that slot. So, and I mean, this is a great way, or a great place for you to store, well, it even stores tools, so that's awesome. And I'm going to show you the other things that exist as well over there in a minute. I'm going to give myself some armor, I probably need it. So here we move on to banners. So you have small banners of pretty much every colour, and large banners of pretty much every colour too. Now these are also dynamic and 3D, so they stick onto the side of other blocks, or as you can tell, they sort of flow onto non-moving space, into air. So at the moment this banner is showing the shadow of the clouds and the sun. Now I don't know if... Right, so they also have an animation. This one's moving now. So the banners and flags do wave in the wind. Now I'm not sure... Yeah, it's definitely moving now. It's obviously getting windier. Yeah, it's getting windier. Which is pretty cool. So there you go, they wave in the wind. And when there is no wind, they are flat. I mean, that is really awesome and realistic. Now, this mod also adds in gongs, which can be small, medium or large. Now, the large one is huge. And when you ring it, the author says that you can hear the gong for up to 300 blocks away. However, the sound to flags. So like I said earlier, they are like banners, they wave in the wind, and when there is no wind they just sort of hang on the floor. So they also come in pretty much every colour. So I'm going to move on to these now. So these are item shelves, a bit like what Risugami used to do back in the day. And these are also dynamic, so basically where you click your item gets put, I believe. Like maybe the other, yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure on the space, I think it's 4 on each level. I'm not sure if you can put it on the top, no you can't. So these are pretty awesome for keeping your excess stuff, like I'm probably going to put the gong in here, and the other gong. I'm having a bit of trouble trying to place these, but there we go. Right, this is the item shelf, so basically works in the same way, but on a shelf. This also sort of puts the item where I click, sort of. Whether in the middle, the right, or the left. Now the wardrobe has a couple of drawers underneath where you can put items. And this is where you can hang your armor, which, I mean, this is just, I mean, how awesome is this? I love that. I mean, the reason I decided to showcase this mod was because I love realism and extra decoration in Minecraft. I'm very much a creative player, rather than playing in survival, where I get bored far too quickly of having my houses destroyed by creepers and having zombies break in my door and being killed every 5 minutes. I very much like to play in creative and build villages and extremely large houses. And I mean, this just adds that extra bit of realism, and I don't know, it's immersion, to be honest. I love immersion as well, so I mean, this mod just adds that. bigger explosion particle, if you want to call that a particle. Now, there we go. So, and it also works with anything. So it's a diamond sword. So I'm going to leave that. So that is pretty much the Ye Gamol Chattels mod, updated for 1.7.2. I don't think there's anything else I can show you. I will just have a quick look. This is all biomes of plenty, which I have to do an update video on. I do believe that is it. Yep. That is it for this mod. So I'm going to quickly fly around and show you what the Sonic's shaders look like if you haven't really been looking at them. So you've got dynamic sun effect with shadowing. Torches are a lot warmer and brighter in colour, and thanks to the waving grass or dynamic wind and waving grass shaders that are also that are a different mod, or a different shader pack, this is what they look like, which is really nice. They apparently change with the wind, or so they basically don't only wave in one direction or in one speed or one strength. So they're dynamic, they change regularly. A bit like the flags I showed you in the mod, in the Ye Gamol Chattels mod. And I believe that is about it. I'm going to show you the shaders at night time. So you have a sort of radius around the moon, and like I said, the torches are a lot warmer. They're not just, I mean, this looks gorgeous at night time. So this is the Fairy Light texture pack spotlight I did the other day, and that's what the redstone lamps look like with these shaders. They look absolutely awesome with these shaders. Very realistic shaders, probably the best shaders there are. You will get an FPS drop though, I'm pretty sure, especially if you're using a very high resolution texture pack like me. But I think that is about it. So I'm going to link the 3 mods I've showed today in the 4 mods I've showed today